Hello.
Hello,
Welcome again.
and welcome to Hearns Live. And we are beaming at you straight from the track here in Bendigo.
That's right. So Bendigo is in, what do you call it, Central Victoria?
Central Victoria,
So
for
it's a bit
sure.
rural.
It's a regional track.
That's right. It takes us, about 2 hours from Melbourne to get here?
Yeah, from the shop, it took about 2 hours to get here. Victoria, northwest Victoria is going through substantial floods at the minute.
Yes.
But fortunately enough, I mean, it looks wet on the asphalt, but it's actually quite dry. It's quite dry around.
Yeah, so we've actually got a bit of sun out there now. So as you can see, it's a bit washed out because we're under a tent because it was pretty wet before.
That's our race tent.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it's going to be good, I think.
It's going to be really good. We've got some special guests today.
Yep.
It's going to be mainly RC focused. There's no two ways about it. We don't have a train. We don't have a car of the week, I'm afraid, but we're going to have plenty of guests on.
Yep.
We're going to have the president of the club, Dean. We're going to have some juniors on, and we're going to show you our very own rides, aren't we?
That's right. There's a lot of cars to look at. So everyone's probably seen this one before.
They would have seen this one.
This is your beast.
Yep. This is a Kyosho phaser.
Yep. Should we use this as car of the week?
If you want, people might not know what it is.
All right. So let's do this as car of the week. So we didn't bring a car of the week to the track, but we'll use this. So
we're bringing the track to you.
That's right. What do we need to know for car of the week?
The make, the model.
Yep.
The year.
Yep.
The color.
The color. Yep.
I think that's about all.
Okay. Cool.
So it's might be too iconic for our tuned up bunch of people, isn't it?
Oh,
what do you think?
I don't know. I'm sure someone will know.
It's different.
Yes.
All right. I think without further ado, I'd like to get the club president on, Dean Smith.
Absolutely.
He's the one that's having us here. We've got this beautiful relationship with the club.
Yes.
This is their marquee event of the year. Let's get Dean Smith on. Come on in, Dean. Show us. Come in the middle, mate.
Yeah, there you go.
In the middle.
Yep.
Come in the middle.
Thanks for coming, Dean.
Get this one out of the way.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, indeed. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself, Dean, or about the club, your involvement
About
with the club.
Yep. So I'm club president.
Yes.
I have been for about 2, 3. This is third year coming on.
Yes.
And in that time, we've grown pretty significantly. Not attributing that to myself. We've got a fantastic club, but the culture is really growing well, and we're very much a family-orientated club, which has had a lot to do with the growth, and we're going great guns because of that. So
and I think
you're going to get to see a lot of the kids today, and it's just going to be really give you a good understanding as to how that membership base and the culture of it is really changing.
Yeah, I mean, juniors are really important for a club, I think. You get the family atmosphere.
It is. It's not just the kids. It's that gets their parents in. It gets the aunties and the uncles in, and they, it really grows your membership base off the back of the kids. But having that sense of enthusiasm with kids running around is just it's fantastic, right?
It's really good. It's great to see. On any given club day, there's usually like 20 plus kids running across the classes. And that is probably some of the strongest club racing, and that would probably be about a third of your attendance. I'm tipping we've usually got about 60 entries, is that right?
Look, on an average race day is probably about 40 odd.
Yep.
But definitely the kids make up a fair ratio of that. But as I said, it's not just the kids, it's their relationships, it's their friends that they bring. So it's really probably the best avenue to grow a club, I think, is through kids for sure.
Absolutely. Well, they're the future.
That's right.
And it is, I mean, as serious as we take it, they are model racing cars. You know what I mean?
They are. There's a lot in them.
There's a lot in them, as we've seen from Lewis Hamilton this week as well, no?
Oh, that's right.
He's still playing with them.
Is it? Yes, that's right. Yeah, from a kid, with his gas car going around.
That's right.
And now he's got his lunchbox that he had in Japan.
That's right. And there was even a documentary during the week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, on him. But yeah, Dean's here. So we talked about the club and the club's growth, and I'm sure that's a big tribute to Hearns getting behind the club as well.
Absolutely. Look, it is a fair thing to say, because we have had a really great growth on the back of a lot of the relationship that we've had with Hearns, particularly around the promotion stuff that we did earlier in the year, but also just the way that you're getting behind our races, and it's really good to see that people, as they start out, have an avenue to go out and get some assistance. We try and do that as much internally within the club as we possibly can, but having that extension and the capability of you guys and how you support them and look after them is definitely something that can't be understated. Right?
Yeah, we've been really happy to support the club, particularly with your guidance in the club as well, and the rest of the committee. I think it's done really, really well.
Yeah, and I think we're very aligned culturally, right?
Yeah,
so we've
absolutely.
both got the same intent and the same outcomes that we're driving or striving towards, and that's just to make sure that it is a fun environment.
Yep.
It's culturally really sound and strong, and that people enjoy their time here, right?
That's
so
right.
that's what it's all about.
It's not just about selling them A, B, or C.
No.
It's about helping them on their journey and enjoying RC and RC racing and
That's right.
RC racing at Bendigo.
That's right.
So
today is actually is the start of a big event, right?
Huge event.
What event are we at?
So this is the Bendigo Classic. So this is our marquee event. Happens
Yep.
every October. Every
Yep.
club has their own one. We like to think that we put on a good event generally. Weather aside, we can't do things that are beyond our control, unfortunately. But it is clearing up. It is clearing up.
we've been touting this as the biggest on-road race in Victoria this year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we've got. I think we're sitting on about 120 odd entries now. Got about 85 people, which is a really good turnout, right? There's lots of other things happening at the moment, and even the back end of the calendar year, there's a lot of other RC tournaments or events going on leading into up towards Christmas. So to have the support of everybody that's jumped on board now already, even with the dodgy weather, has been really great. And you're right. I think it is. Sun is out.
And it's drying up.
It's
drying up.
Yep. I think this will be the bigger event, at least in Victoria, that we'll see this year for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's lovely that Hearns can be behind it as well, like I said, and the club. And I want to see what you're racing. So tell me about you. Let's put Bendigo aside for the minute. What do you race?
So I race a Yokomo BD11 I've got.
You've
so
got a BD11.
I love this car.
Yep.
I'm what you would call a hack.
Yep.
I don't take it overly serious. I don't generally get to have that much time to put into it on a club day anyway. I'm usually running around. So my racing comes secondary to running the event, right?
Yep.
I'm sure that'll change at some point, and that I'll get to focus on this. But at the moment, where I'm sitting, my priorities tends to be on running the event rather than racing.
But
So
not-
I just
not
get around.
Everybody has to be full serious top
No, not
level
at all.
competition.
No, I'll never get to that point either.
know?
I just enjoy the club. I enjoy the socializing. I enjoy the culture and all those aspects of it. Racing's the secondary part for me. I enjoy
Absolutely.
it, but it's not the priority. It's
Yeah.
the all end all
I
for
like
me.
the colour scheme of your body because that's definitely very Bendigo.
So
colours,
this
isn't it?
is actually the same color scheme as our pseudo logo, which is we've got the Bendigo hard logo, which is on the back there. I think I've put it on.
That's on your t-shirt, not on your over jacket.
Sorry, wrong one.
There you go.
Sorry, do you want to play some striptease music?
Yeah,
And
do-
so it's on that one.
That's it is.
Oh, there you go.
Bendigo hard.
Yeah.
That's your car.
It is my car. So,
So you have
how
the
many
shirts
people do you
made.
know that are arrogant enough to put their car on the club shirts?
Wow.
Right? So yeah. So Jason Dixon has done this from
Yep.
SimSpec. So done a fantastic job. I just said do it like the logo,
Yep.
Yeah.
and that's what he's come up with. So fantastic.
Well,
effort.
that's what he does for a living, Simspec.
Yep.
He does other things as well. He's actually going to join us on the show, Jace. We've invited him on
Yep.
to show us what he's about. But so this is one of his bodies.
How about we have
And,
a closer look at the car under the top
Yeah,
camera?
let's
Yeah.
have a look under the hood. Can we do that?
Sure.
Is it race ready?
It's not
All right.
in the sense that I've got to put a motor in it yet. So
You've come to race day.
there is a motor in there. We've got to change it, right?
Oh, I got to put the fast
yeah.
one in.
I do. Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. Oh, so it's a bit hard to see. It's black on black.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to get this one out of the way?
Do the foldies.
Yep.
There we go. All right. if we
And
flick
everybody
that out of
would
the
probably
way-
be
Oh, look
familiar
at that.
with Matt Jenkins's work too on his build of the series that he put for the BD11s.
Yep.
He's essentially just gone over and put that back together for me as well. So yeah.
So we also got the logo here.
Yeah, so that was a tire that we developed with with Bendigo and with Sweep, and we've put your artwork on there for you. So that's going to be the control tire for this event for all senior classes, and it's also going to be probably one of your favorite tires moving forward.
I reckon just because it's got the logo on it alone is enough reason that we'll start selling those like hotcakes. I reckon over the course of
That's
the
right.
summer.
So it's not enough that you've got your car on your t-shirt. Now you've got the club on the wheels. What else is happening?
I don't think I can brand up anymore, to be honest. So I think we've probably hit
And
the
what
limits.
class do you race, Dean?
So I'm running 21.5.
21.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we've got around about 25 entries in it
Yeah, for this
So-
weekend.
for this weekend. Yeah. So it's going to be really good.
Yep.
Good and competitive, I think. There's a lot of good races in there too.
Yeah, 21.5 is always a hotly contested class. It's always pretty competitive.
Yep.
I can see you've got a Hobby Wing motor and Speedy in there. We've got an Orca battery. And that's, of course, you said the Yokomo BD11 platform or chassis.
Correct. Yep.
Fantastic.
And look, I do love this car. What's good for me, somebody who doesn't focus as much as I probably should, is it's pretty bulletproof. It runs around, it does its thing. I put it back on the pit table, I charge the batteries up, and then I go around the next time. So
yeah,
yeah.
That's really good. And they are really detailed to build. You know, they They really are, like I call it, they really are a builder's car. You know what I mean? They build really nice. They're very detailed. And they really do pay off the people who put in the extra mile to prepare their cars. So that's really cool.
And look, there's definitely two aspects to racing, isn't there? There's the hand on the wheel and the control side of things, but the aspect of building it up and knowing what you're doing and that sort of thing is equally what drives a lot of people as well, and that they get the enjoyment out of that just as much as they do racing around.
Absolutely.
So.
I think the third thing as well with your driving and your preparation is your ethic and how you go about your business. And like you said, those who have fun, those who are really enjoying their car, it shows through in their demeanor on and off the track. You know,
totally agree.
And it's a pleasure having you in the team and you in the Yokomo for sure.
And look, that's what we're really trying to drive into the kids at the moment. The race etiquette side of things. Kids tend to have one speed, that's they pull the trigger down and then they take it off and that's it. So just trying to teach them, how to do things safely and make sure that they're looking after the best interests of everybody else on the track, not just themselves.
Those beautiful carbon fiber arms that BJ's is showing off. Not yours, the cars, mate.
What do you mean, this one?
Yeah, no, not your one.
Oh, sorry.
The cars. Got some scrub tyres in there.
Yeah, look good, don't they?
So I'll actually be race directing a couple of races this weekend. I think I'm going to have my hands full in between charge. Hopefully nothing more than charging batteries, race directing and helping people. They're going to have
a great setup over there, though. We'll have a TV ready out underneath the stand there for you to look at and all that stuff for the race
and
directors.
The mic.
So, and the mic. Yep.
Well, we're already me and BJ have already talked about it. We're going to double team the 13.5 and mod class.
That's right.
They're going to have two directors from us commentating and directing, and try and keep them in line.
No, you guys, your support not only as Hearns itself and what you're doing for the club, but your involvement this weekend as well is just greatly appreciated. And
it's a pleasure.
I really love it.
We enjoyed being here so far.
That's right. We even tried to dry the track off before, and then we just sort of were coming around to the end, and it started to spit it again. So.
That's looking all right.
We got
there's Jeffy with the big sponge.
We got Boss Man Jeff out there on the sponge. You can notice that there's probably fewer comments on this show than there has been for the last few weeks. He's out there working.
He's saving
away.
your bandwidth.
That's right. That's right.
Working hard.
That's right. Absolutely. All right, Dino.
Okay, well, thanks guys. Thanks everybody.
For coming on. Thanks for showing us your car.
That's
I love your shirt. That's a cool shirt too.
It sure is. So I've got to make sure that I get all the brands on there in the car too. So
that's right. We had that done up specially by J-Spec for the Bendigo committee members, didn't we?
Yeah, and look, that's why it's got committee on the back. So the idea is that it's another aspect that we want to do, make sure that everybody that's new to the club or comes along doesn't know necessarily who to reach out to for help or who to talk to, that they've just got an immediate visual, hey, I'll go and talk to them and they'll help me out. So it's just another little aspect we want to make sure that we're welcoming in to new people.
Because it can be quite intimidating for a lot of people. You know what I mean? It really is. It can be quite a niche, very focused sort of hobby. So to come in, you do sort of feel like an outsider.
Oh, absolutely.
We've all been there.
Yep.
So, but you guys welcoming people, it's really paying off in spades.
Yeah, it's really important from our point of view. We know people by name. That's something we try and do. We go up and talk to anybody and welcome them as they come in the door, right? So it's nothing worse than having that person go and sit down at their pit area all day and not talk to anybody just purely because they don't know anybody or feel comfortable.
That's right. Or having problems with their cars, or you know what I mean, like because it's. Yeah, so it's really good. Anyway.
Yeah, and look, that was the logic behind the shirts anyway. So, all of the committee members will have them running around this weekend. So we'll be here to help.
Fantastic. And the track is drying up really nicely. I reckon there'll be cars on there within the hour, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll probably keep it open a little bit as much as tonight as possible. It's amazing how many people have come up on Friday. Friday, normally we get a few, but we've got a lot of people here today that have come up early.
Well, people were busting to see the track, weren't they? It's been a while since we've been able to travel and race.
The greenhouse all been repainted yellow. I mean, that's a new thing, right?
Yeah.
That's
I actually wanted to talk to you, Dean, about naming the track potentially to the Yokodome.
Yokodome,
The Yokodome, the Bendigo Yokodome.
It's got a good ring to it.
It does, doesn't it? Well, it is the corporate yellow, so
I reckon maybe we need to go and do a bit of a mission or a research mission over to Japan first, maybe to test it out and see if that's
See if
doable.
it's doable.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
That's
Well,
good
thanks
stuff.
for
All right.
coming on.
Thanks, everybody.
Congratulations
Fantastic.
for putting on a pretty good event so far.
It's going to be
That's
awesome.
good. It will be because the weather is going to clear for sure.
It is.
It's
Yes.
definitely going to clear. We're definitely going to have a full weekend of racing.
Yep.
And we're going to be here.
That's it.
So tell me what you're racing, BJ.
What am I racing? I'm going to be racing.
One of your cars is missing. One of your cars may not show up. It's 50-50. We've got somebody struck down by flood.
Right.
We've got Matthew Jenkins.
Yep.
Who was, kindly sponsoring us
Yes.
in the running, getting
Yes.
you out there in phaser. It's 50-50 whether he'll make it. Fingers
Well, the floods have
crossed.
been pretty bad, so his direct route to get here has been cut off, right?
Yeah, it's been cut off.
So he's
from
going to go. He has to go around through Europe, through America, and back over
Yeah,
here.
it's going to be
So
like
it's
a
gonna be
5.
hard.
Apparently, it's a 5.5 hour drive for him to get here.
Wow.
So we'll
So, yeah.
see. So, but tell us what you are running.
I'm going to be running truck. Now, why do I like truck?
Tell me.
Well, the funny thing is, it actually looks like one of your bodies because it is one of your bodies.
It is. It's something that I think I raced once. Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
raced it
yeah,
once.
yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and we swapped it around.
We
And I
swapped
had
it
a go
around,
of it.
and you loved it.
I loved it.
So
Okay.
you know what?
I love the purity of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is so simple. So this is basically a Tamiya truck, straight out of the box.
TTO1 base chassis.
That's right. You got to use the standard tires, which are actually pretty hard tires.
Yeah, so they last. These ones have done 2 club meetings already, and I
Yep.
think they'll go another 2 at least.
So you did a really good paint job on the body itself.
Oh, thanks, mate. They're not very imaginative now, but
No,
I'm pretty
that's
well
right.
practiced at knocking out that design.
Well, I added a little bit. I painted
You
the
did
engine.
the detail. You did the hard bit.
Is that the hard bit?
I reckon that's why I didn't do it.
Oh, what do you reckon? Should we?
Take off the hood. Let's have a
Oh,
look.
let's have a closer look.
You're not getting away with it just
Oh,
because.
come on.
Come on. Tell us about TTO1s.
TTO ones, really simple. There's a lot of plastic bits in them. So they go together like a standard Tamiya kit. Okay, they screw all together. No
Phillips-
hassle, easy to put together. Phillips head, right? Predominantly Phillips head. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's another black car and another black.
We didn't really.
Oh, there we
think
go.
that one through.
No, we didn't. You can see how simple it is. It's just a bathtub molded chassis, as you
Yep.
can see. It's even got the classic cutouts here for the old
Well,
sub C.
that's how old it is because it's been
Yeah.
around since we raced packs.
So side by side packs would fit in there.
Yep.
So we've got a lipo in there, which is a race
steps,
pack.
9 steps round case lipo,
That's right.
which is designed to fit all the Tamiya and the re-release cars.
Yeah.
'cause
The
it
really
is shaped-
important thing is the length of it because a lot of them out there are too long.
That's right.
This one fits perfectly, just drops straight in there.
And you're not allowed to use competition style, which are square lipos in
Yep.
these. So, and that's because they want to keep it cheap.
Yep.
You know.
So we've been allowed to change the plug, of course. So there's a more reliable Dean's Ultra tire.
Yeah.
And then there's the racing transponder for counting on your laps.
Oh, I love transponders.
And then we've got our own radio gear in it,
Yep. we've got
which
our
is going to be
radio
yours.
gear.
It's got a
We've got a-
standard speed controller in it.
That's a 9 steps.
That's right.
That's a 9 steps NSRC 001 speed
Let's
controller
get
in there.
tight. Let's get tight like a tiger.
I like it tight like a tiger. So we've got a 9 step speed controller, and that's
Where is
plug
it?
and play.
Right there.
And that's because Tamiya, since the great chip shortage, we'll call it,
Yes,
are no longer including electronic speed controllers in their kits,
that's right.
which
There's
is
a
good
transponder.
because it's also brought down the cost of kits too.
Oh, it has. It
You
has. Like these are
It's never been
mega
cheaper.
affordable, aren't they?
So the only thing that you're allowed to do for these for racing is put ball bearings
Yep.
through the car,
There's a motor.
which is like a $30 upgrade, which is great because it helps it last a long time, work efficiently, and the gears stay in mesh.
Yep.
And you are allowed to put an alloy prop shaft.
Yep.
But we haven't done that.
What about the
We've kept
shocks?
The shocks, they're just spring retainers.
How good are they? It's just springs.
And the reason that they do that is because it's easy to build.
That's right. So you don't need to maintain any shocks at all.
No.
The wheels look awesome.
Yeah. That actually looks like a truck, doesn't it?
That's right. And you got a different style at the back.
Yeah. And it's the same tires. The tires aren't even glued.
That's right. And it's great because in the morning when it's cold, you got drift action.
You drift
Okay,
action.
they don't grip. And then as it cools down, you got drift action. And in the middle of the day, it changes. You got a
Changes.
little bit of grip.
A little bit of grip,
But these are great fun.
aren't they?
And I really enjoy it every time I drive this because it's so close with everyone.
yeah.
Right? Because there's no great deal of speed in them because I use a standard 540 motor
Yeah.
in
You're
there.
not allowed to change that.
And there's hardly any maintenance. You
Yeah.
charge a battery, stick it in there, off you go.
They're
You drive
great
it.
for beginners because they're
Yeah.
easy to build. They're super strong.
Yep.
They're super strong. They very seldomly ever break.
Yep.
I'm not saying you can't break them.
Yep.
But they just last the race. You know, I've seen them break boards before they actually break. Really
Yes.
big bumper bar.
Yep.
The bodies usually smash apart, but that's okay. So Oh, your one's actually got a bitty design body too.
Yeah,
Big
that's
shout
right.
out to bitty design iron body.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
Yes.
All right.
It's cool.
So
So that's my car.
Yep. And
What
that
are you
is-
driving?
That is huge up here.
Hey?
Don't worry about what I'm driving.
Oh, what do you mean?
I think we start talking to the kids.
Okay, let's get the kids in.
No?
eh?
Let's start talking to the kids.
I
Let me get
reckon.
this
Should
out
we
of the way.
should we get this out of the way because this
Why
is a
not?
bit dark, yeah? Let's roll that up. And we'll start getting the kids in. All right. So, yeah, we've got them all lined up. We'll get them over.
Somebody like to come in?
Here we go.
Who have we
Here
got?
he comes. Oh,
Who have we got?
oh, he's
Sorry.
got. It's a pretty.
I'm losing. Oops, come this way. I'm losing body grips. Come in, buddy.
This way.
Come in the middle.
There you go. Right here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
You
like your
painted
body.
that. I
Like the
love
body
you. I
there.
love your body. What's your name, buddy?
I'm Nash.
Nash. Welcome, buddy. And where do you race?
I race here.
So
Yep.
this is your home track,
Yes.
and you're a member here.
Yes.
Fantastic, mate. And tell us what you race.
I race Kyosho.
Yeah.
And the class I'm in is Junior Kyosho.
Yeah. So you race the phaser class, the Kyosho phaser
So I'm just going
class.
to show this to the camera. The camera's just up there.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's right.
Look at
Stare
that.
at the camera. So that's the phaser. That's exactly the same as the one that I'll be racing, and yourself, BJ. But for junior class, so it's all juniors,
Yep.
just kids.
Yeah. How good is it?
It's really good for beginners. It's quite hard to referee at times,
Yep.
because it's really important that we instill a good sort of conduct and ethic
Yep.
about hitting each other and pulling over and relinquishing spots.
Yep.
But it's meant to be fun, and the phaser class is fantastic because, again, just like the Tamiya truck that we had on,
Yep.
these things are just about bulletproof.
So how long have you been racing?
Almost a year now.
Almost a year. Okay,
Almost
cool.
a year. Fantastic. And how do you think you rate your chances this weekend?
I don't know, to be honest.
No?
Don't know?
How many big races have you ever done there, Nash?
I haven't done a big. Well, it was only the Easter one I've done.
Okay.
before.
Yeah. Oh, the Easter one where we did it in the
Yeah.
mall?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So this is going to be your first ever big race?
Yes.
Oh, well, that is fantastic,
I'm going to have
mate.
a closer look
And
at
who
these.
painted your body shell?
Brad.
Brad painted it for you?
How good is it?
That is really good, mate. That looks fantastic. Did you ask for that kind of design?
Well, I picked out the colors.
Yep.
And my dad chose the design.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, it looks really good. You've got to be happy with it, no?
Yeah.
It's got like a metallic blue in it, hasn't it? It's easy to see.
And it's got a transformer on the top.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's super cool. A painted wing. I love a painted wing.
Painted wings are the best.
And that looks like a Mazda 6 body. Or
Yeah.
Mazda 6 body.
Yeah, I've got another one at home that's
Yeah.
Bumblebee styled, and that's
Oh, really? A yellow one?
yeah, yellow with 2 black stripes across here.
Oh, cool.
Ah.
And it's the first ever one I race.
Yeah.
So right now it's destroyed.
It's destroyed, but you
Okay.
keep that one as a memento.
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably gonna finish the year off with it.
Yeah.
Pretty pro. You got your name tag there
Yeah.
That
with the
is-
Bendigo logo on it.
That is super cool.
How good is it?
I love it, mate. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Nash.
Good luck with
Good.
your racing.
Good luck over the weekend, and I'm sure we'll see you out on track.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well,
Go, Nash.
Cool.
Give him heaps, mate. Fantastic.
Wow, that looked cool.
Wow.
Yeah, good body,
I
yeah.
had bodies painted like that when I was a
That's
kid, no?
it. Really nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
how cool is that? Who else have we got? Come on in, mate. Who have we got here?
My name is Max.
Hello, Max.
Wow.
Oh, look who's online.
Who's online?
Jeff's online.
Jeff.
He
He's
said, hey,
meant to
guys.
be. Get on the squidgy, Jeff.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Yeah, Jeff.
Get back on the squidgy, mate.
Oh, what have we got here?
What have we got here?
So this is my 21.5 Yokomo BD10.
So you raced 21.5. Yeah?
Yeah.
Show it. And it's a Yokomo, you said?
Yep.
Oh, we've got to take the lid off. Let's take the lid off and have a look.
What's happening here?
While we're taking the lid off, can you tell me exactly how long you've been racing?
I've been racing for about 2 years now.
2 years? And where did you start racing?
Here. I've only ever raced here.
You've only ever raced here?
Yep.
And you're a member here? Yeah. And you race with your dad too, don't you?
Yes.
That's fantastic. Do you beat him?
Yes.
Ah, how good that. Who painted this one?
That was Lyndon Turvey.
Yeah? That is really cool. It's like an eggshell spatter thing.
Let's have a
No?
close look at it.
That is
Yeah.
really cool. I love that effect. It's like marble. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah. And I can see that it's a Hyper HR, so it's definitely a fast body.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit
Look at the
another Another bitty design body.
Mate, it's going so fast, the wing's on fire.
I know. Look at the sculpt. I love these bodies. Absolutely love them.
That's cool.
That is fantastic,
Now,
mate.
this car here looks pretty familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That looks super tidy. Tell us what car it is.
So it's a Yokomo BD10.
A
Yep.
BD10. Yep.
It's got a R1 motor in it.
I'll
A
just bring it over here.
Orca ESC.
Yep.
An Orca ESC. Yeah, but have you had a
Yep.
chance to test that one yet?
No, I haven't driven it yet.
Because that was a brand new ESC, wasn't it? That
Yep.
you put in. Yeah. Fantastic. I
Which
can
one's
see
this
you-
one?
The
Where is it?
ESC. Back here.
So
I can see that you've got a little bit of assembly to do there,
Oh,
mate.
you got a doinger, mate.
Hey, you got to stick that in
It
there
wa-
somewhere. The
it was
capacitor.
stuck there.
Oh, was
stuck
it?
there.
Oh, we're going to have to do something about that
Yeah.
because that's going to flap
That's right. Even if we cable tie it up today, I'll use some special Master Joe Shugu on there.
because that's going to go for a little adventure.
Oh, yep.
So we've got the OE1. That's a Pro Spec speed controller in there.
Okay, so that's that one there.
Yep. We've got a R121.5, the junior spec motor. We've got a Rocket Racing fan.
Yep.
And I can't see the servo.
That's Power HD.
Power
Power
HD
HD
servo.
servo. Yep.
Fantastic.
That one
And
there.
you raced 21.5 junior.
Yep.
And how do you think you're going to go on the weekend?
I think
Top 5, top 3, top 10?
I'm pretty sure there's only 10 in the group,
Yep. that was
but
capped
I'm
at 10.
aiming for 5 or 6.
Yeah? All right.
'Cause
How about
I-
we say top 5?
Yeah,
We'll get you in the top 5. Fantastic, mate.
that's
Well,
cool.
And if you need a hand with that car at all over the weekend, make sure you come and see us.
Yep.
Not that I'll be able to make it go fast, but I know certain people that might be able to help us.
That's it.
What do you reckon?
Yep.
Fantastic,
stuff.
Max.
Oh,
All
good
right.
luck for the weekend.
Thanks for coming in and joining us, mate.
Oh, good.
Yeah?
Thank you
That's
very
cool.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Look
Wow,
at that.
it's good. Like
Another
it.
cool body too. BD10, 21.5.
Yep.
And not only that, he races phaser as well. He
Oh,
runs 2
okay.
classes, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Who else have we
Oh,
got?
we've got some more cars coming.
Fantastic.
G'day, how you doing?
There's more kids coming by the minute. Hey,
Look at that.
what have we got? What's your name, buddy?
Ethan.
Ethan.
All right, I'm just going to show this up to the camera up there.
Yeah. So make sure you look up at the camera. So what do you race, Ethan?
Junior Kyosho.
Junior Kyosho. And how long have you been racing?
About 6 months.
6 months. And do you mind if I ask you how old you are?
9.
You're
9.
9. Wow. And did you get that car brand new?
Yes.
Yeah. And tell me. And have you broken it in 6 months?
No.
No.
So they're
Phaser.
pretty tough, aren't they?
So a newcomer been racing it 6 months, never broken it. And that
Yep.
is typical of these phasers. I love your body. Who painted that one for you?
We made it home.
Yeah? Well, that is really cool. It's nice, simple. I love the blue.
The blue is really clean, isn't
Hey?
it?
And it's a classic touring car style body. I really love it.
Here is it.
That's really cool. Fantastic, Ethan.
So
And
you
how
can
do you
see
think
here.
you're going to go on the weekend?
Maybe top 6.
Top 6?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is
Aim for the
fantastic.
pointy end.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
You
you
see how
definitely
it's-
got the power there to take it.
It's going over a lot of things. These are so tough,
What are
aren't
you
they?
trying to say, mate?
What do you mean?
It's going over a lot of things.
It's going into the lead, mate.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Fantastic.
How good is it?
No worries at all. That's awesome, Ethan. Well, thank you very much.
That's cool.
Good luck over the weekend, mate.
Good luck, mate.
And have fun.
All right.
Come
It's
on
cool,
in.
isn't it?
How
Lots of
cool is
Kyoshos. They're
that?
good.
That's right. Look, he's metal, isn't he? G'day, mate. How you going?
G'day.
Look at this. Got the walk
Oh.
of the pro. Hey, look at this
He's got
guy.
a self car, mate.
What was your name, buddy?
Lachlan.
Lachlan, your surname?
Pearson.
Pearson. And where do you race?
Originally in Queensland at Logan or Brisbane.
You travelled all that way.
Did
Wow.
you come down just for the Bendigo Classic?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow,
This
good on ya.
guy, huh? That is fantastic. And what car do you race?
The new Destiny 3.0
And why do you race the Destiny 3.0?
because that's my main sponsor.
That's right, because that's your main sponsor. So you're like a factory driver, aren't you?
Yes.
And how old are you?
11.
11.
11 and you're a factory driver.
Fantastic. You raced at the Off-Road Nationals, didn't you, recently?
Yes.
Yeah. And how good did you go?
I won the national champion for junior two-wheel drive.
Oh, did you?
National champion for
Oh,
two-wheel
there you
drive.
go.
So this guy can drive. Do you mind if we have a look under the hood? Come on, Beach, get the
Oh,
lid
it's got
off.
one of these special rear body mounts. I was looking for the body mount.
the rear
holes.
body posts.
Yeah, but it doesn't
You
have any
won't
because they're
find them on
hidden.
this car. And how long
Because
have
they
you
only got
been?
them on the front.
Yep.
On the back, it's got. Is this a RC Maker
Yep.
style? Yep. Okay. So we just take the clips off the
So
front.
this is a Destiny
Yeah.
3.0.
Yes.
Now this is quite a bespoke car. They're not the most like a readily available, widely used car down here in Victoria. But up where you are, there's plenty of them, isn't there?
Yes.
Destiny's really popular, and they're really supported by
There we go.
Speedy RC. So here we
Your body
go.
there.
So I'm not too familiar with the car. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I drove Hobbywing and Pro Amps, and that's my sponsors.
So Hobby Wing and Pro Amps.
Yes.
So the
That's Pro Amps.
Pro Amps servo.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And we've got a hobby wing, and I can see. Well, I assume your rating is 13.5.
Yes.
Yep. And there is no junior for 13.5.
It's
That-
just an open class,
That
right?
is open class.
Yep.
And you're 11 years old.
Yes.
13.5
Wow.
is too fast for me.
That is fast.
That's
It is
fast.
faster than the modified cars of 15 years ago, of the
Oh.
brushed era.
That's right.
Of
I
the
mean, we
brushed
used to
era,
use like 8-turn doubles, right?
That's-
And they were fast, right? They were burning.
They were
'cause
burning.
Yeah.
These things do it easy, and the lipos and the 13.5s and the modern electronics,
Yeah.
and we've said it before, they're just phenomenal, and the power they produce. Not only that, but the chassis and the tires have developed a lot.
Yep.
So the cars are way faster.
So let's have a close look at this car because
Yeah.
it's got really interesting components.
Yep.
So you've got these molded upper arms,
Yes.
which are going to make the top end like really stiff, yeah? And then you got actually flat plate carbon for
fiber.
the arms.
Yep.
So what your spoolage there. So the white belts, are they the softer belts?
Low friction.
Yep. And then what else we got? So obviously we've got the aluminium bulkheads.
I can see the gold nitride shock shafts in there.
Oh, have you?
Yep.
Oh, bling.
How
Look
bling
at
is
that.
that?
That's for smoothness. Look, there's more bling right here.
Yep. Fast wheel nuts.
Yep.
And judging by the chassis plate on that car, that's a new build, is it?
Oh, I've used it a couple of times.
pretty
Used it a
clean.
couple times, but you don't run over things like me. Hey? And how long have you been racing for?
About 5 years now.
5 years.
Oh, you started young, didn't you?
You started at 6. National champion, state champion, I believe, as well.
Yes.
In on-road up there. You won
Yep.
states up there.
Yep.
That is fantastic, mate. Well, welcome to Bendigo.
So what are the screws on the top here?
It's for the
Body deflector.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
That's
Where,
like
have you,
that's.
where have you been, Beach?
I've been in under a rock.
That's right.
So that's a bit like the old style A scale thinking, isn't it?
Yes.
So the
exactly.
body sort of is supported as a suspension moves.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And it
So there's a
saves,
bit of view.
it can reduce in body tuck.
Yep.
And also the aerodynamics of the body are more stable. The body won't move around as much on the
Okay.
posts.
Really
So you're sure to
interesting
go
shock towers
fast.
there.
So you've obviously got your eyes on the prize this weekend, huh? You don't come all the way from Queensland just to doodle around at the back. Fantastic.
How good is it? That's really impressive.
I love it.
Oh, well, all the best for this weekend.
All the best, mate. Thanks for
Because
taking the time to
I'm
come
sure
on
you're
the
going to
show.
be fast, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
We'll be sure to get some footage of your car going on the track.
That's cool. Like it.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
mate.
cool. Thanks for
Thanks
coming
for
on.
joining us. Don't forget your body clip.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to
no
have
one.
body clips everywhere.
That's cool.
Wow.
Oh,
Here you go, mate.
Thank you.
thank you.
Do you believe it? Beach 11 years old, factory driver, huh?
Can't believe it. Can't believe it. How good is it?
It could be a future like superstar one day, international driver.
Yeah.
Already coming down from
That's it.
Brisbane.
Yep.
That is really cool. I'm really glad that you come on the show. All right, who else have we got?
Oh, more.
Ah!
Look at this.
I've seen that car before.
Have you seen this car before?
Well, I've seen that body shell before.
That's a pretty famous body shell, isn't it?
Hey?
Where have we seen this body shell before?
Well, a races around, move it all around the world.
That's it.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So, one of our team factory Yokomo drivers, Simon Nicholson, kindly donated that to Hearns,
Yes.
and I cut that out and fitted it to a phaser.
Yep.
And gave that away to the best behaving, lightest junior phaser driver last time that we were here, Beach.
That's right.
And this young man here, what was your name?
Bryce.
Bryce. Bryce took away the prize. So he won. So fantastic. So are you actually going to use that body this weekend?
I'm not sure yet. So far, I'm thinking of sticking with my normal racing body,
Yeah.
That's fair.
but I might use it if I'm going pretty well.
Might use it
Alright.
to go. And how do you think you're going to go?
I'm thinking maybe top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to sneak in the top 5, aren't
That's
they? It's
right.
going to be some furious racing.
It's pretty close.
And you know what? Even at these big races, and well, I mean, we'll hear it like you've got to use your manners, and I'm
Yes.
sure Bryce will use his.
Yep.
And how long you been racing for, buddy?
6 months, I reckon.
6 months. And
I
this
went
is
for
your
every
home
car.
turf.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your home club. This is where you started racing.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you're racing in the Kyosho junior class.
Yep.
One of the most hotly contested classes this weekend. Fantastic, Bryce. Well, thanks very much for joining us. I love that shell, and I'm really proud that it's gone to a good home. You know, it's good to see you. We gave that to you, what, 2 or 3 months ago?
Yeah, something like that.
And it looks like you've barely even scratched it. Have you run it?
No, not yet. I sat it on a stand.
Did you?
Yeah,
You know
it's
why?
pretty
You
special.
know why I sneakily run it for 2 heats, don't you? Hey?
But I thought of using it today just for practice.
What, for practice?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
Jeez.
going to be a good looking practice car.
It's going to be a good. I'd save it for A3
Yeah.
of the final. Last leg of the
We're in
final.
the final. Yeah,
Okay?
that's cool.
Fantastic, Bryce.
Good on you, Bryce.
Thank you.
Thanks heaps, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Good luck.
I can't believe it's still cool.
It's so cool, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, looks good.
Looks really
That's
good.
awesome.
Who have we got next?
Oh, what have we got
Hey,
here?
buddy, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
And what's your name?
Jack.
Hey,
Jack.
Jack.
How are you, Jack?
Good, thank you.
And what are you racing?
Kyosho.
You're racing Kyosho.
Yep.
So you're running junior Kyosho as well?
Yep, but I'm
Yep.
running in the adults.
You're running in the adult class. You get to race us.
Yep.
Look out. We're going to have our work cut out for it, Beach.
What's that?
This
do you
guy's running with adults.
Oh,
He's going to lap us.
no, he's not.
Yep. That's why we keep the kids separate, so
Oh,
we can get away with it.
wow, you must be really quick.
Do you think they'll let us go back to junior?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Even now I've shaved, I don't think I can still make
I
it.
could do it because I look a bit like a baby.
That's true. That's true.
Try.
That's not the worst thing you've been called.
No, that's right.
How long have you been racing for, Jack?
About 10 months.
10 months. And this is your home track?
Yeah,
Yeah?
cool.
And you race, so you're racing adult phaser.
Yep.
And you've got a certain kind of hoodie on. So do you race more than one car?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. So what's your other car?
It's a 21.5 X-ray.
Oh, wow.
Ah, straight to the top end of town.
Yep.
So you're running 21.5 this weekend too?
Yep.
In the kids?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Fantastic. That is awesome. And who painted this one for you?
Brad Gale from BMRC.
BMRC. He looks after you.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have a
Fantastic.
closer look at the
Yeah,
body
have a
shop.
close look.
Yep.
I love it.
There you go. Look at that. Super bright.
That is really cool, isn't it?
Yep.
So I can see there you've had some custom-made stickers put on.
Yep.
And you've obviously you've chosen those colours. So you've got 2 cars similar colour, or they look completely different.
So they both have the same paint.
Yep.
With the same sticker kit, except on the X-ray it just says
X-ray on the
X-ray.
side.
where it says color.
Oh, so it's real factory look.
And
Real
that is
team.
really cool. And that is what the factory guys are doing now. They're just doing simple paint jobs
Yep.
and putting the big sticker on the side.
Yep.
Yep.
Because as you know, mate, like I'm sure you've been through a few bodies, right? And looking fast is more than half the battle,
Mhm.
isn't it?
Yep.
Got to look fast to be fast.
Yes.
That's the most fun bit. That's a
That's
phaser.
cool.
That's exactly the same as what we're running.
Yep.
Huh? I can't wait to get on track and do battle.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That'll be fun.
It's
Fight.
going to be fun, isn't it? It's going to be
It's
great.
like Street Fighter.
I'm going to follow this guy. You're a local here. He's going to know all the fast lines.
Yep.
Hey?
And
All
watch
right.
what he does.
That's right. Watch
Yeah.
and learn.
All right.
Fantastic.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming
for
on.
coming on, mate. Thanks
Thanks
for
for
taking
having
the
me.
time.
No worries. Good luck.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Is that all the juniors?
That's all the juniors.
Wow. How good is that?
So I got a message here.
Who's the
About-
message from?
So let's see. It was.
Why not? You can come on without a car. You don't have to bring a car.
So Anthony Miller. He said it's great to see all the kids getting into it,
Isn't it?
and it's true.
That's what it's all
Yep.
about. Would you like to come on?
Yep.
You don't have to. I can see you waiting. Come on.
But
We've
then he
got
said,
one more.
shouldn't the kids be at school? Well, the thing is, where actually there's a lot of flooding and a lot of the kids couldn't go to school.
Can't
so
get
hence,
to school.
well, they made it here because it's close by. So that's why we've got a lot of kids that have turned up.
Yeah,
today.
because a lot of the
which is
local area, like within 50 Ks, are all isolated, flood prone. Luckily to Bendigo, the main road, the Calder Highway from Melbourne, is really safe and secure. And the track itself's in quite a high spot, so there's no dramas. 50 meters down the road, though, the rivers are flowing fast, broken their banks. You know what I mean? It's a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, well, my high school, I go to the Rochester Secondary College. We've
Right.
just been
Rochester's been
wiped out.
badly affected, hasn't it? That's
Yeah.
one of
Oh,
the
it's a
hardest
major
hit-
area, yeah.
Rochester,
Yeah.
Shepparton, that's all been really hard hit. Well, come on in, sorry.
Yeah, come in the centre.
So what was your name?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. And welcome on, Chelsea. Now, you didn't bring a car. What's your
No.
race?
I'm in the Kyosho.
Kyosho.
So
Kyosho is
you're-
a popular class.
You're racing Kyosho Junior.
Adult.
You're racing adults. Oh,
Yeah.
another one to look out for.
Yeah.
Hey?
I'm going to be in there.
I'm
Maybe.
gonna be the, I'm gonna
Maybe.
try and be the highest placed adult.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know. No.
Old adult.
Old adult, yeah, I don't know. No, that's really cool. And how long have you been racing for?
Probably around 6 months.
6
Okay.
months?
Yeah, so
Cool.
Ethan and Bryce are actually my younger brothers.
Ah,
cool.
so you look after them?
Sometimes.
Who's fastest?
Oh, both of them have been doing quite well actually, but Bryce is sort of making his way up there.
Wow.
You didn't answer. Who's fastest? Are you faster or are they fast? Who's fastest one?
I'd like to think that I'm faster, but
Right.
On track?
Oh, so
We'll
it
see
sounds
what
pretty
happens.
close.
Well, this weekend there's going to be trophies, there's going to be presentations, so this
Yeah.
could be the bragging rights to take home.
That's it.
You should put a bet on about doing dishes or something. No? Cleaning cars, mowing
Yeah.
lawns. I'd be trying to get out of something.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That is
definitely.
fantastic. So you're racing the Kyosho class.
Mhm.
You're running with the adults.
Yep.
You've been running 6 months. And do you mind asking how old you are?
I'm 15.
15. That is really cool. Well, I hope you show us the fastest way around the track this weekend.
Yeah.
Thanks heaps for coming on the
That's
show.
right.
And what's your favourite part about racing?
Oh, I just love like the environment here. It's just
Yeah?
everyone's so nice and
Well,
That's
it's pretty-
cool
It's a lot
because
of
it-
fun, isn't it?
It
yeah,
is.
it's great fun.
We can only be honest and say it is male dominated.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Like playing with toy cars. You know what I mean? It is male dominated, but it's great to see females in the sport.
Absolutely.
Yourself included.
Yep.
We've got Tamari Healy,
Yes.
Louise Cheeseman,
Yep.
Louise actually got
and
me
who else?
into all
I'm probably
this.
offending somebody, but there's
Yep.
probably going to be 3 or 4 girls and women racing here this weekend, which
Yep.
is really cool.
Yeah. Great to see.
It's really good to see, isn't it? Fantastic, Chelsea.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming on.
Thank
Good
you.
luck
Thanks.
on the weekend.
Good luck.
Thanks for coming on.
That's cool.
Juniors.
Junior's good. There's so
And
many
that's just
juniors
some of
here.
them. I know there's at least 4 that are not here.
Yep.
And there's some that are at the local school that could go to school.
Yes.
So there's even more that can't get. What else have we
We'll
got?
see them over the weekend.
Of course we will.
Yeah.
Any questions or comments?
We had a guess on our car.
What is it? Where is it?
It's all the way back here somewhere. Let me find
Where's
it.
it going? No.
Where's your car? Hang on. It's here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Duxie.
Duxie.
What's Duxie said? 1969 2000 GT R in silver. Is that correct? Is that the right year?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it
Nissan-
right on the money? Is it?
Nissan GTR, commonly referred to as the Hakasuka.
Hakasuka.
The first ever GTR.
Yep.
Really famous and worth an absolute fortune in this day and age.
They are.
The one-to-one versions.
Well, there wouldn't be many around now.
There wouldn't be many around. Super iconic. And a really nice. This was a factory Kyosho car, so I didn't paint this or whatever. This is OEM.
Yep.
This is how it came out of the box.
And that's how we're going to run it.
That's
Now you're going to run it.
That's how I'm going to run it.
That's
Straight
it.
out of the box. You
That's
can
it.
have your wings and your fancy paint jobs and everything. All I've got is some hubcaps.
It looks like it could go on round.
Can-
We'll have a closer look at them a bit later.
Can we call them hubcaps?
They're hub sheets.
Hub shapes. All right.
Hub sheet, maybe. All right. What shall we do now?
I need a drink.
Yeah,
Let's have another special guest on.
absolutely.
I feel like I'm yelling. I'm just that excited. There's no cars on the track. We've still got Big Jeff. Can we see the track behind now? There's not much
Oh, there he
glare.
is. He's doing the rolling over there. There he is.
We've got Boss Man Jeff on the roller, picking up the puddles.
Yep.
Let's hope we get on track today.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'll be driving a car you've never driven. You've been driving a car you've never driven. And it's going to be just
That's all the fun.
a
isn't it?
debacle.
No.
All right, let's
Alrighty.
get another special guest on.
Cool.
I mentioned his name earlier.
You did.
He's quite synonymous with not only racing in Victoria,
Yep.
but competed at events all over the place.
All kinds of stuff.
Is really, really successful.
Yep.
On track and off.
Yep.
Let's bring him on.
All right.
Jason Dixon.
Come on, Jason. Come in the
Come on
middle.
in, Jace.
G'day, guys.
Just got the camera over there.
Look at the big
And-
orange stick, mate.
Yeah.
And that's the camera.
There's your car. So,
Yep.
good looking body.
It's not bad.
And you know why it looks
That's
good?
not bad.
Why does it look good?
Well, it could look better if it didn't have a Ford badge. Can I say that? Is that something I can say?
Oh, you've already said it, so it's too late now, isn't it?
I'm going to be first on race day, so
First on race
This
day.
is because you paint them, right?
that's right.
And you're a painter.
I'm calling you a professional painter. Can I do that?
Yeah, it is my main full-time job. Is
That is.
painting and making little bits and pieces.
And what's your or what's your business called?
Synspec Engineering.
SimSpec Engineering. So not only do you do RC bodies and paints.
Yep.
You do slot car,
Yep.
racing slot car stuff.
Racing slot car stuff, yep, on a high level.
And you've recently just got your own range of bodies in.
Yes, I don't make the bodies. They're actually a Italian company.
Italian, yeah.
Yep. They,
Well, the best bodies do come out of Italy.
yeah, and this guy
Yeah.
is an ex Ferrari designer, so a lot of pedigree to the bodies.
Yep.
So,
That's fantastic. And they're called Evo Race.
Evo Race Factory. Yep.
So which
Yep.
body is this one?
That's a Extreme Twister, the lightweight version.
And that will come second place to Biddy Designs all weekend, but we won't hold that against you, will we?
Well, we'll see what happens on the track.
We'll see what happens on the track.
a bit of
So
friendly.
tell us about yourself. How
competition.
long you been racing for, Jace?
I started racing. I had my first RC race when I was 6 years old.
Yep.
In the car park in Ringwood. It was just a fun event. But
Yep.
my first proper race was in '96 when I was 16.
Yep.
And I raced a 235 gas car, which was
Yep.
rear-wheel drive, and they were
235.
rocket ships.
Yeah.
And that was my first proper race.
Out at Lilydale?
No, it was at Churnside Park before they went
Okay.
to Lilydale.
Yeah, I actually started racing about the same time, just when I opened at Lilydale. So there you go.
Yep. So I used to ride my bike to the train station, which took an hour, and caught 3 trains to get to the track and ride to the track. And I did about 4 or 5 race meetings, and that got too much for me. And I stopped racing until Templestowe started on-road. And I was
Yep.
there at their second on-road meeting.
Fantastic. That is really cool. So tell us about your car.
What do we got
Okay.
here?
That's the new Arc A10. It's got it's got a few of the parts that I make on it. It's powered by Hobbywing, and yeah,
You have
Very-
to come and see us about going fast one day, Jace. Honestly. I just, you know,
well, I did put this motor in last weekend and went 3/10 under the lap record.
really?
Yeah.
Imagine if you had a fast motor in there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Now, Jason's quite a competent driver. I am just talking,
Yeah.
but you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know,
It kind of helps having an engineering background as well.
Yeah.
I taught a lot from my father, who worked on F1 cars
Yeah.
and everything in between. His cars are 1 Bathurst, and so I learned a lot about suspension geometry and setup, and yeah, I've always been into RC cars, and mainly because of the way the suspension works and playing with that sort of side of things.
Yeah.
It's not so much the racing or where I finish; it's the engineering that.
is what you really enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about RC, is that it's so different for so many people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I really enjoy the bench work itself.
Yep.
I can't say that the engineering side, I don't practice enough to have a good enough feeling anymore. But I do love working on the cars,
What's this funky
building
thing?
them. It's a
Fan
fan
duct.
duct.
It's one of my. fan
BJ, where are you still under that rock, mate?
Well, isn't the duck going to be unhappy? That's,
The duck quack quack?
yeah. Must be clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that goes all the way around the motor.
That's how you go fast.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Forced induction.
We actually did, when I was coming up with the design of this, we had 5 different ducts, and that one was actually 5 degrees cooler motor temperatures compared to all the others that we tried.
5 degrees.
There you go.
We had a little Arduino set up with 4 sensors around the motor.
Yep.
And just measuring temperature.
And that is the level of engineering that Jason's into. You know what I mean? So that's an Arc A10. That's a brand new model, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Now, this has only been out for how long?
This was actually the first one in the country, but they've been on sale for about 3 to 4 weeks now.
Okay. And how have you found it so far?
It's very, very, very smooth.
Yep.
Compared, the geometry is what I was running on my previous one, which I modified heavily.
Yep.
But even just their refinement on what I did has made it a step higher again.
What's with the gold screws? Are they 24 karat?
No, they're actually tungsten screws to keep the weight lower in the car.
Tungsten?
Yeah.
That's a bit special, isn't it?
Tungsten. Again, mate, this will be a top level prepared car. That's to lower the C of G.
C of G.
The center of gravity.
The center of gravity, sorry, mate. The center
Oh,
of gravity.
Sorry,
Not trying to be cheeky. Are you running 21.5 this weekend?
Yes, unfortunately, I've got a condition with my arm, and I literally can't feel my hand. So driving anything quicker has actually become nearly impossible for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame, mate, because I thought you were running 13.
Yeah,
There you go.
I was electrocuted by a soldering iron about 8 years ago, and it's caused permanent nerve damage, and it's just getting worse and worse by the day.
Yep.
So
There you go.
I'm
There's a
sorry to
funky.
hear. Well, that is really cool. So Sim Spec Engineering, Jace Dixon, you're running 21.5. Anything
Yep.
else you're running?
yeah, I'm running TCR and trucks.
Mm.
TCR and trucks.
Yep.
So you get to race all of us.
Yeah.
All right. Beej, you got your work cut out, mate, in trucks.
I'm all right. I'm relaxed.
You're relaxed.
Yep.
That's right. I've
got strategies.
I'll show you the fast way around in TCR, mate.
Okay.
That's right. I'm coming to the track with a brand new car I've never driven before. So
How good's that?
nah,
It's all about
I will
The
be
experience.
I will be lucky to not be lapped by this guy in TCR.
Well,
He's
I
definitely
haven't
the
driven
point
this
in.
car here, so that's the first time driving this here.
But you're driving 21.5, so you know you should be okay. You know, I know how you can drive, and 21.5 you should make it in the top 10.
Yeah, I'm just here to have fun.
That's
results of the results. I've never won a major event, so
No, that is really cool, and I love your paintwork. So you here, you got some bodies on the show. You've you've put a raffle prize up for the club,
yeah,
haven't you?
yeah. So we got I donated a body, some tools, some tire stuff, and t-shirts and a pit mat.
Beautiful,
That's cool.
fantastic. All right,
good on you,
Jace.
Jace.
Well, thanks very
you
much
very
for
much,
coming
Adrian.
on, mate. Thanks for showing us your products.
Thanks, guys.
And it's going to be lovely to have you on track.
Yeah, it's cool.
Best of luck.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
All right, catch you around. Wow. That's a lot of stuff, wasn't it?
Like I said, that guy builds cars like just fully intense. You know what I
Mm.
mean? That's why he's at the pointy end. He puts
Yep.
in the work, puts in the effort, understands what the car's doing, adapts it.
Yep.
You know, he's really, really good like that.
Everything's really clean.
Everything's clean.
Mm.
That's right. As
Good.
opposed,
What are we going to look at now? What are you driving? What's that? What do you got there?
well, it's funny that he said TCR because maybe guys don't know what TCR is.
Yep.
Because it's really just a Victorian thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Isn't front-wheel drive all around the country?
Not so much. No.
Oh, really?
No, TCR is really adopted here. In our format. So we run
Okay.
it a little bit unique.
Right.
So this one here, you guys may or may not have seen this before. This is the car that I'll be running in TCR. TCR is front wheel drive. I don't even know what TCR stands for. Does anybody know? Maybe one of our well-informed, our well-learned friends watching can tell me.
Yes, that's right.
So TCR front wheel drive touring car. You can see here it's got a hatch design body.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't freshly painted. It has been raced before. Yeah, pretty cool. What are we looking at?
How about we look from the top, eh?
Do you want to look from the top? Go to top town.
Top counts.
Go to overhead.
What is that?
I actually don't know. So
Well,
this,
Look at how much weight, like the distribution, the layout of these cars is so different to the touring cars we looked at before. 'Cause
Yes.
This is the front end right here.
yeah, and it's got a big brass block at the front. I don't know if you can pick up the detail in the camera, but yeah. So that is to make it front bias. It is front wheel drive. So you try and put more weight on the front to create more traction, more drive traction, more grip, better handling. I haven't had this one on the scales, but I have been informed that it is like 60-40 split, weight biased.
Because you do want a bit more weight on the front, right?
Yep.
Because it's only front wheel drive.
Yep. And apparently this is what it is.
Yep.
Now, this car started life as my Yokomo BD10.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So when the LCR model came out,
Yep.
I didn't actually get one of those, but we had the Aeromax Medius front wheel drive kit on the shelf.
Yep.
So I threw that at my BD10.
Yep.
And this is what it was. And I can't take the credit for doing the original build and the conversion.
Yep.
The RC Car Brothers up in New South Wales did it for me.
Oh, that's right.
So a big shout out to the Clarks up there.
Yep.
Haven't heard much from them. They've been a bit quiet lately, but they're the ones that built this car.
Yep.
I was actually going to run it back in February at the Victorian State Titles. However, due to health reasons at the time, I couldn't attend.
Yep.
So when our Victorian crew chief, Matt Jenkins, come on board,
Yep.
He didn't actually have himself a front-wheel drive and a Yokomo product.
Yep.
So I said to him, there's a brand new car here that I haven't run yet. Could you do me a favor, put it through the paces and give me some feedback? So the car itself is a Yokomo Aeromax, which is synonymous with Hearns.
Yes.
Both Yokomo and Aeromax.
Yes.
So it's a perfect car for me to be running. So Matthew Jenkins has run this at a couple of club races.
Yep.
It's done a bit of setup, and
Yep.
apparently I've just got to drive it.
So where I'm holding it at the moment is basically the center of gravity.
Yeah.
So you can see how far forward it is.
Yeah. So we can see here, this one uses, for Victorian spec rules, we use a control motor and speedy.
Right.
Now, the motor that we have to use is a Hobby Wing Just Stock 13.5.
Okay.
So that's a fixed timing motor.
Yep.
And they've done that to alleviate motors of the week or really expensive stock motors.
Yep. Yep.
And to be honest, being front wheel drive, it doesn't need massive amounts of power.
Yep.
And they've also gone with the budget XR10 Just Stock. So a very entry-level centered speed controller.
Yeah, so that's a combination right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so it's quite a cheap running class like that.
Yeah.
So where you don't need to have fresh motors and fresh batteries and fresh speedies all the time.
Yep.
We can see there that it uses a shorty pack, which is really good for me at the moment because, as you know, I run 1/10 off-road.
Yep.
So I can use the packs from one to the other.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
And yeah, so it's mid-mount. We've got a Aeromax. We've got a dash servo in there.
Yep.
The S602, which is really nice. I've got an Aeromax servo horn.
Yep.
I've actually just this week fitted brand new Axon pinion and spur gears on it. I've actually got the super light spur gear on there, which is a plastic spur gear.
Super light.
Sorry, a plastic pinion gear.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if you're going to be able to see that in there.
Where am I looking at?
So it's a poly. It's a
Maybe
poly
it's a bit
pinion.
hard to see, yeah?
Yeah, it's probably hard to see. So
It's
actually,
just in here.
I needed 2 mil to get the battery out. So
Oh, how's that?
yeah.
So you can just see the collar there, the gold collar, and it's
Yeah.
actually a fiber reinforced
Pinion
pinion
gear.
gear.
Yeah, and that meshes with. And you know what I love about it? I mean, apart from it being really, really low friction,
Yep.
it is really, really quiet.
Yes.
And because this thing doesn't have a bulk power of a normal 13.5 or a modified car,
Yep.
you can get away with it quite easily, and it will be more than robust. And because it's all fresh, this thing is going to be so quiet.
It's funky, isn't it?
Yeah, so the amount of work that I've done on it is done a shock rebuild.
Yep.
And that's it. I've put a receiver in it. I've bound it to my radio. Let's send it and go racing.
The shocks feel pretty good.
Thank you. I did that myself.
Did you? That's a pretty massive weight in the front, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so 60-40 weight balance. It's got a Orca fan mount and the big 40 mil fan on top.
Yeah, it's massive.
So gear ratio is about 4-to-1.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. I've never driven it before, so let's hope. Now, we are doing the control tires for this event.
Yep.
And we're using a 40 spoked
Yep.
on the front. So TCR rules dictate in Victoria that we have to use a spoked wheel
Hmm.
for the scale appearance.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah. So I'll be using, these aren't the control tires, but I will be using a 40 Shore front tire.
Yep.
And these will be used on the rear.
Yep.
For sure. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
so that is my TCR.
Nice. Well, seeing that we looked at your TCR,
Yep.
why don't we talk about your Kyosho?
Yep.
And the special wheels that are on it. It
Well,
doesn't actually have any special wheels, per se. It's got special looking wheels.
It's got
So-
hubcaps.
Let's see if anyone can see what it looks like. What have I done
Now
there?
you can't say wagon wheels.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Now that looks like a spoke wheel, doesn't it?
Yeah,
With a
which
disc
is-
in the back.
which is what it had.
Yep.
The Watanabe wheels.
Yes.
So that was the factory wheel, and that's what the ready to run kit come with.
Yep.
Now the control tire for this event
Yep.
is a dished Sweep 36.
Yep.
Now a white dished wheel on this car, honestly, doesn't suit it.
Doesn't
Suits-
look right, does it?
Suits the modern day car bodies
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Yep.
But the whole point in having fun at this event is to run this ready to run body.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I got on the phone. So I've got a new sticker friend,
Yep.
a new sign writing friend, and I
Yep.
said, and he goes, "Hey, look what I've been working on, some wheel discs."
Yep.
And I said, "Mate, you got to hook me up."
Yep.
So I took a photo of the ready to run wheel.
Yep.
2 days later, he's dropped
Yep.
off a few sets of these for me to try.
That's cool. So how does anyone else get these?
Well, they're still under development.
Right. Okay.
So it's not something that we'll probably sell through the shop. We might not.
Yeah.
We'll send you his details.
Yep. Well, I guess when
in the
he's ready,
comments.
he'll let us know.
Yeah.
And then we'll let everyone else know how you get in touch and get your own custom wheel stickers.
Absolutely.
Because these are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like a photo.
If you didn't know they were flat,
They look
then-
three-dimensional, don't
that's
they?
right. Because they've got particular lighting from a particular direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so lighting is designed to come through this way.
And it looks like it's,
It's rotating.
looks like it's actually got a shadow on it.
Yep.
So phenomenal. Even the vents are
Yep.
directional. So there's a left and a right.
Yep. It's
So,
cool.
and there's going to be more designs.
Yep.
So yeah, Daniel has done that for us. And we'll give you his details. So this is going to be their first ever race meeting, I think. We'll see how it goes. But
Come on, awesome.
that is really cool. So phaser racing.
Yep. Wow. How good is that?
I feel I've been
Man.
yeah, I feel
Look
I've
at the
been
track,
yabbering 100 miles an hour. Look at the track.
So there's still going to be a little bit of rain forecast for tomorrow, but it's a lot less than today.
Yep.
So if there is any wetness, I don't think it's going to get any worse than this. So if it's sort of dry like this, I'm going to put the truck out.
Yeah,
Truck's
why
going to go
wouldn't
out, and we'll just race. So the weekend is on.
I reckon you get the truck out now anyway.
You want me to drive it around now?
Why not? We've got to put some batteries on charge. We wanted to get the show done.
Yep.
We've got a lot of gear here.
Yes.
How good is it?
Awesome.
Does take a lot of work to get this done on site.
It does.
And I hope the quality is all right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But something different for the viewers,
Yes.
isn't it?
It is.
Instead of looking at us in the studio.
Yep.
We can't do any store runs. How's the comments going? Who's watching? What
Well,
time
we've
is
got
it?
a lot of people watching. Unfortunately, I haven't been on top of the comments all that well. So
Well-
we've got Captain S-Man.
Yep.
He's been on for a little while.
Hey, Captain S-Man.
We've got Nicola Poltrineri. Not
Oh.
too sure if I know that guy,
No,
but he's on.
is he?
Yep.
Well, I hope
So
you've
we've got-
enjoyed the show,
We've
Nick.
got Errol Palmer. He's a good luck young lady. So that was before when Chelsea was on.
Yep, that's fantastic. And the
Ah.
good thing about getting the kids on is they can go back and watch themselves now on
Yes.
YouTube forever,
Yes,
can't
that's
they?
right.
And they can get their families involved and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep.
And that's why we wanted to do the live show from the track.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's not about us. This is about getting the club involved, exposing the racing to you guys.
Yep.
And you'll see our social media this week will be, once racing gets underway, we'll be chockers. We'll be our
We'll be on.
lives.
Yep.
We'll be commentating.
Yep.
There'll be a bit of tomfoolery and a lot of fun. So
There you go.
is that it for today, mate?
I think it is. I don't think we've got anything else. So we're going to get on with preparations of our cars. I'm going to put some stuff out there. Give it a go.
Yep, we're going to charge
Again.
some batteries.
That's right.
9 steps lipos all the way
That's
in
it.
all these cars.
And then we've got 2 days worth of racing
Yep.
on board, and we'll keep everyone in the action as well.
Yeah,
So-
we'll keep you guys aboard. I hope you guys have loved the show. And thanks heaps for watching.
It's been great fun.
Hearns live at the track.
That's
Bendigo Classic 2022.
That's it. All right. Catch you later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
I'm sure I'm in there. Wombat seeing me.